Hi, it's me. From blue-ringed octopus to elephants, here are the top 10 cutest animals that will kill you. Number 10. Slow loris. This little monkey looks like a cross between a baby koala and a teddy bear. But don't be fooled by its cute looks. The slow loris is actually one of the deadliest animals in Indonesia. If you touch one, you're gonna have a bad time. Not only does it look adorable, but this little guy also acts like a hardcore Street Fighter character. When the slow lorises feel threatened, they pull out their secret weapon, a venom located in their elbows. Yes, their elbows. Their elbows. But how do they use this nasty poison? Well, first they lick it. That's right, they lick the venom onto their tongues. Then they bite their enemy. Don't think you can just dodge its tongue-lashing attack, because these guys are pretty quick. The slow lorises can flick their tongues out at an astounding speed of 3 inches per second. And once that venom gets into your bloodstream, you better say goodbye. Its poison contains a toxin called toxin, which affects the central nervous system and causes numbness, weakness, and paralysis. But why the heck would anyone want to harm this little guy? That's what I thought until I saw the illegal pet trade going on. Turns out many people buy them as exotic pets and train them to perform tricks like riding a ball. What kind of monster does that? No. 9. Blue-ringed octopus. They're tiny, colorful, and can fit in the palm of your hand. Yet, don't be fooled by its cuteness. The blue-ringed octopus is one of the most dangerous creatures in the ocean. In fact, it has the title of the world's most venomous animal. Just one bite from its beak can shut down your entire nervous system in a matter of minutes. And get this, there's no known antidote. It's like the real-life version of the fictional Hannibal Lecter. Just as terrifying, just as ruthless. Now, here's where things get really messed up. These octopuses are basically invisible to the naked eye. They're so small that, unless you have eyes like a hawk, you probably won't notice it until it's too late. Imagine being bitten by one while snorkeling and feeling the pain go away, only to realize you've just been injected with a lethal dose of venom. Talk about a nightmare scenario. But wait, it gets worse. The bite itself is painless, meaning you might not even realize you've been attacked until it's already spreading throughout your body. By that time, it's often too late for medical help. The venom starts to paralyze you, affecting your breathing and heart rate before finally taking your life. So if you ever go scuba diving, make sure to keep an eye out for these little guys. Number 8. Sun bear. Sun bears are among the smallest bear species, but don't let their teddy bear looks fool you. They pack one heck of a punch. In fact, sun bears have one of the strongest bite forces of any land mammal their size. Just imagine being hugged to death by a furry ball of cuteness. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. During a fight, they grab onto their opponent and squeeze tightly, crushing their bones with ease. When threatened, these furry balls of fluff turn into raging beasts. And those sharp claws of theirs aren't just for climbing trees. Oh no, they can inflict some serious damage on their enemies. It's like having a mini Wolverine living in the forest. Now, you might think, well, how bad could it be? It's just a small bear, after all. But don't underestimate these little critters. They're strong enough to drag a full-grown human into the water without breaking a sweat. And they're not afraid to do it either. Number 7. Cute dog breeds. Yep, you heard me right. Even a small dog like a Jack Russell can cause fatal injuries if it bites the wrong place. You may think, oh, come on, it's just a little dog. But trust me, these furry friends can pack a serious punch. Now, I love dogs, but we all know they can be unpredictable, especially when it comes to defending their territory or protecting their favorite chew toy. And let's not forget about those sharp little teeth of theirs. They're not just adorable, they're also capable of causing some serious damage. So if you're not careful, a simple game of fetch could end up being your last. But wait, there's more. A dog's bite can cause more than just physical damage. It can also be mentally traumatizing. Imagine the emotional toll it takes on a child who's bitten by a dog they once adored. It's heartbreaking to think about. As a parent, it's our job to teach our kids about the dangers of wild animals, even the ones that seem friendly and approachable. And don't worry, I'm not just talking about big, scary dogs like Dobermans. Any dog, regardless of breed or size, can pose a threat if it feels cornered or threatened. Remember, a dog's bite can be fatal, especially to kids or elderly people. So let's be responsible pet owners and teach our furry friends to be kind and gentle. No, 6. Fennec fox. These adorable desert foxes with their giant ears may look like the cutest little ball of fluff. But don't be fooled. They're wild animals, my friend, and they're not afraid to show it. While they might look like they belong in a children's storybook, they can also carry diseases like rabies, which can be deadly if left untreated. And let's not forget about their sharp little teeth and claws. Just because they're small and fluffy doesn't mean they can't do some serious damage. Imagine being scratched by one of these little cuties and getting infected. Not fun. And even though they look super cute, they're also super fast and agile. They can easily outsmart any predator, including us humans. 1 minute you're petting them, the next you're running for your life. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but you get the point. Despite their seemingly cute nature, fennec foxes are wild animals that should be respected and admired from a distance. No. 5. Kangaroo. Kangaroos look like boxing plushies come to life, but don't let their cuddly appearance fool you. These Australian marvels are powerful predators that can deliver devastating blows. Just one kick from their strong legs can send their opponents flying. And yes, they've even killed humans before. These hopping heavyweights are known to attack anyone who invades their space, including other animals and sometimes even their own reflections. When threatened, kangaroos transform into ferocious fighters, ready to defend themselves and their joeys at all costs. Their sharp claws and powerful limbs are no joke. Imagine being hit by one of these kicks. It's like being smashed by a moving car. But wait, there's more. Kangaroos are also incredibly agile. They can jump over 6 feet high and 20 feet long, making them nearly impossible to escape. If you find yourself in the unfortunate situation of being attacked by a kangaroo, your best bet is to protect your head and curl up into a ball, trying to shield your vital organs. Once you hear a loud thump, thump, you know you're in trouble. And if you're not fast enough to get out of there, well, you might be in for a world of hurt. Number 4, dwarf lantern shark, at only 8 inches long. The dwarf lantern shark may be mistaken for a cute little gummy shark, but don't be fooled by its size. This deep-sea dweller is part of a species responsible for numerous attacks on humans. Found in the darkest depths of the ocean, the dwarf lantern shark has a unique ability to glow in the dark. Its bioluminescent belly lures unsuspecting prey, much like a deadly trap set by a cunning spider. With its big black eyes and gaping jaws full of razor-sharp teeth, the dwarf lantern shark is a fearsome predator, attacking anything that enters its territory. Imagine being attacked by this little guy while diving in the ocean. You may think, oh, it's just a small shark, but don't underestimate its power. The dwarf lantern shark is a vicious fighter and its bite can be deadly. So beware of this cute yet deadly creature lurking in the depths of the ocean. Number 3, honey badger. Honey badgers are often described as fuzzy little weasels with attitude. They're small, furry creatures that can be found in Africa and parts of Asia, but don't let their size and appearance fool you. These animals are fierce and fearless, and they're not afraid to take on much bigger opponents. Known to fight off lions, yes, lions, honey badgers have thick, loose skin that makes them highly resistant to snake bites. And they have a taste for honey, hence their name, honey badger. But their diet isn't limited to just sweet treats. They're also happy to feast on rodents, birds, reptiles, and even porcupines. Talk about a diverse palate. But what really makes honey badgers stand out is their attitude. They're known for their tenacity and aggressive behavior. A honey badger doesn't back down from a challenge, no matter how big or dangerous the opponent is. They'll fight to the end if they have to, and they're not afraid to get dirty in the process. If you ever encounter a honey badger in the wild, it's best to admire them from afar. These little guys are tough, tenacious, and full of attitude. No, to boomslang snake. Imagine a brightly colored green tree snake with a cartoon face. Yeah, I know. How cute, right? But don't be fooled by its appearance. The boomslang is one of the most venomous snakes in the world. Its venom is so potent that even a single drop can cause internal bleeding that can last for hours before death. To make matters worse, its venom has no anti-venom, so if you're bitten, you better hope for the best. But prepare for the worst. But here's the kicker. The boomslang is a very slow-acting snake, which means that if you're bitten, you'll have plenty of time to think about your mortality as the venom slowly takes over your body. Talk about a nightmare scenario. Imagine being bitten by this little guy while hiking in the jungle. You may think, "Oh, it's just a small snake. I can handle it." But don't underestimate the power of the boomslang. Its venom is deadly, and there's no cure. So, if you ever see one of these snakes, give it a wide berth. Number 1. Elephants. Yes, elephants. Who would have thought these gentle giants could be so dangerous? But don't be fooled by their cute floppy ears and tusks. These massive mammals are responsible for over 500 human deaths every year, especially when they're provoked or stressed. It may shock you, but it's true. Elephants are one of the most dangerous animals in the world. They're strong enough to lift a full-grown human with their tusks and crush them to death with their feet. But it's not just their physical strength that makes them so dangerous. Elephants are also incredibly unpredictable. They can become agitated by loud noises, sudden movements, or even the smell of fear. And when they're agitated, they can react violently, causing harm to themselves and others around them. Imagine being crushed to death by an elephant's foot. It's a scary thought, but it's a real danger for those who live or work with these animals. So if you ever find yourself in close proximity to an elephant, remember to stay calm, move slowly, and respect their space. Because even the cutest looking animals can be dangerous if provoked. Click here to watch one of these next videos. And let me know in the comment section which animal you'd least like to be attacked by. See you next time.